Ohio State Reformatory.
Many people believe that this is the most haunted prison in the country.
You may not believe in ghosts or spirits or anything or hauntings, but stuff does happen that you can't explain.
Basically turned into a battery for the paranormal to trap spirits.
Lizzy Bordon took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks.
But things began to happen in the house.
In a world full of unexplainable phenomena, some things just can't be shrugged off as mere coincidence or imagination. Stories of unexplained events and encounters with the supernatural have been told for centuries, sending chills down our spines and keeping us awake at night. Ladies and gentlemen, today we will be exploring some of the most terrifying and bone-chilling real-life paranormal cases. These are not just fictional tales or urban legends, but actual incidents and experiences that have left people shaken to their core. From ghostly apparitions and demonic possessions to haunted houses and cursed objects, these stories will leave you questioning the thin line between the living and the dead. So, get ready to face your fears and step into the unknown. These are the paranormal, real-life cases that you might have been waiting for. 5. The Death of Elisa Lam. On January 31, 2013, Elisa Lam was last seen in the lobby of the Cecil Hotel in the Skid Row area of Los Angeles. She was on a vacation along the West Coast, documenting her journey on her blog and keeping in touch with her parents daily. However, on January 31st, her parents stopped receiving her calls, and Lam mysteriously disappeared. The police were soon involved, and her parents arrived to assist in the search. Many believed that foul play was involved in her death, pointing to the strange behavior captured on the elevator surveillance footage in which she could be seen appearing to talk with invisible people.
It looks like she's hiding. I'm not sure what.
It looks like someone was chasing her, but I feel like you wouldn't get out of the elevator if someone was chasing you.
Peering around the corner of the door, crouching in the corner, and opening and closing the door, and the mysterious circumstances surrounding her body being found in the water tank on the hotel's rooftop, which was ruled an accidental death in an autopsy. The hotel's dark history only added to the intrigue. The Cecil Hotel has a reputation for being a hotbed of criminal activity and paranormal occurrences. It has been the site of multiple suicides and murders, including the infamous case of Richard Ramirez, known as the Night Stalker, who stayed at the hotel during his killing spree in the 1980s. 4. The Snedeker House. The haunting in Connecticut began in 1986 when the Snedeker family moved into the historic home at 208 Meriden Avenue. The family, consisting of Carmen Reed, her husband Alan Snedeker, their 4 children Philip, Bradley, Alan Jr., and Jennifer, and Carmen's niece Tammy, were like any other middle-class American family. They were desperately searching for a home in the area so that Philip could receive treatment for his Hodgkin's lymphoma at the nearby Yukon Hospital. The house on Meriden Avenue seemed perfect, but it quickly turned into a nightmare as they began experiencing paranormal activity. The family discovered mortuary tools in the basement, realizing that their new home was a former funeral parlor. Philip, the eldest Snedeker, claimed to see ghosts and experienced visions, while Carmen and Al were reportedly sexually assaulted by these ghosts. Seeking help, the Snedekers turned to demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren, who attributed the hauntings to the ghosts of the funeral home's former clientele. The Warrens believed that the morticians had engaged in unsavory activities with the bodies. This real-life story later inspired the Hollywood horror film The Haunting in Connecticut. 3. The Hauntings at the Lizzy Bordon House. On August 4, 1892, Andrew and Abby Bordon were discovered brutally murdered in their residence in Fall River, Massachusetts. The use of an axe as the murder weapon and the subsequent accusation of their daughter, Lizzy Bordon, who was 32 years old at the time, made this case particularly shocking. The sensational crime and ensuing trial captured global attention. Despite being acquitted of the charges, Lizzy Bordon's name has forever been associated with the gruesome killings, along with the house where the tragic events took place.
We have to leave?
Did it get darker in here, or am I...
That's what I thought.
Okay, I was gonna say, it got like...
Oh wait, it did.
Yeah, it got really dark in
I
here.
think that turned off.
We should leave.
Today, the Bordon home serves as a bed and breakfast and museum, attracting both history enthusiasts and those seeking thrills. Visitors often come to investigate the rumors of paranormal activity in the house.
Gave her father 41.
So allegedly, on August 4th, 1892, Lizzy Bordon killed her stepmom with an axe.
Suzanne St. John, a realtor and tour guide at the Lizzy Bordon house, has recounted experiencing some inexplicable occurrences herself, such as a picture fell over and moved across the floor without cause, as well as a closet door opening on its own. Amongst several paranormal activities, the most unsettling activity she recalled was about a tour guide at the Lizzy Bordon house. After she asked the group to silence their phones, moments later, a guest's phone rang. The guest said, "It's my mom." When the tour guide asked if she wanted to answer, the woman replied, "She passed away 2 years ago." 2. The Ghosts of Shawshank Penitentiary. The Ohio State Reformatory in Mansfield, Ohio is famously recognized as the filming location for the iconic movie, The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh fuck, is there somebody here? What the fuck was that on the camera? Was that a piece of dust? Did you guys see that? Oh my fucking god.
I can't even see towards the end.
However, this former penitentiary, which ceased operations in 1990, is also reputed to be haunted. Housing some of the most dangerous criminals, this maximum security prison witnessed numerous violent incidents such as murders, suicides, and other tragic events. According to Argy, a paranormal investigator and author, they encountered female spirits during their visit, which she found particularly intriguing. One of these spirits is believed to be the wife of a former warden who met an accidental death while reaching for a box in a closet. Argy mentioned that they have captured recordings of a woman crying and have occasionally detected the scent of rose perfume in the bedroom. Another ghostly presence reported to linger in the reformatory is that of a weeping woman who is often seen sitting in the prison chapel. Argy described how this woman vanishes when approached, with some witnesses claiming to have seen her walking. 1. The true story of the Conjuring, the Pan family. In 1971, the Pan family relocated to a well-known farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island, without knowledge of its grim past. Roger Pan and his spouse Carolyn bought the property in the winter of 1970. The 200-acre land provided enough space for them to bring up their 5 daughters, Andrea, Nancy, Christine, Cynthia, and April. They vacated the premises in June of 1980. The residents had witnessed a series of unfortunate events, including the infamous deeds of Bathsheba Sherman, suspected to be a witch. She was accused of using a sewing needle to kill a baby, and after her demise, her malevolent spirit was believed to haunt the house. The Pans encountered peculiar occurrences, objects vanishing, unexplained dirt, and beds trembling at 5:15 a.m.
That house, we had much happiness and many happy times together, but we had horrible things happen too.
They detected the stench of decaying flesh and heard disturbing sounds. Carolyn Perron's needle-like leg injury heightened their anxieties, seemingly validating the sinister history. Paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren probed the situation, confirming a spiritual presence but falling short of completely purifying the residents. Andrea Perron, one of the daughters, later recounted their ordeals, which served as the inspiration for the 2013 film, The Conjuring. She stressed the movie's accuracy but pointed out that it did not entirely capture their terrifying reality. Conclusion: as we have reached the end of our time together today, We sincerely appreciate your presence on this thrilling expedition through the haunted realms. Remember to subscribe and show your support by liking our channel for additional spine-chilling content. Until we meet again, stay cautious of your surroundings.